Have you ever wondered if being too nice might actually be holding you back in your relationships? Today, we're going to explore the dilemma of the nice guy. Many of these guys see themselves as the perfect partners, the ones every woman seems to want. But is just being nice enough to make you stand out? Or could this mindset actually be limiting their chances more than the so-called jerks they often complain about? In our talk today, we'll explore a powerful idea from ancient Stoicism that could completely change how you interact with women. Stoicism teaches the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. It urges us to rethink our role as the nice guy. We'll discuss how being too agreeable can sometimes prevent real connections and respect. Instead of merely being agreeable, Stoicism teaches us to strive for a balanced character, blending kindness with wisdom and justice. This Stoic makeover doesn't just polish your appeal, but aligns you profoundly with your true values, enriching both your life and relationships. So, if you've ever felt unnoticed despite your niceness, or if you're just interested in improving how you relate to others with Stoic ideas, this video is for you. Don't forget to hit the like button if you find these tips useful. Subscribe for more thoughtful content, and share this video with friends who might benefit from a Stoic perspective on relationships. Let's get started. Number 1. Kindness isn't the be-all and end-all. Many nice guys think that their kindness should automatically secure them a romantic relationship. This hopeful belief often ends in disappointment. Stoicism teaches us to act virtuously without expecting anything in return. Being respectful and well-mannered is excellent, but it doesn't guarantee romantic interest. Kindness is a wonderful trait, but by itself, it rarely ignites romance. If your main goal is to be the nice guy, this might backfire. Women often appreciate nice men and enjoy their company, viewing them as great friends and listeners. However, this doesn't always lead to romantic attraction. Simply being nice lacks the excitement and chemistry needed for a romantic spark. Keep in mind, kindness shouldn't be tied to romantic expectations. Holding such expectations can come off as unappealing or even manipulative. From a Stoic viewpoint, it's crucial to remember that your actions should stem from virtue and integrity, not the hope of gaining something in return. If you're being nice just to win someone's favor, it begs the question, are you genuinely kind, or is your kindness merely a tactic? This can seem manipulative and insincere, which is the opposite of what fosters real connections. A Stoic individual aims to be kind and virtuous simply because it is the right thing to do, not in anticipation of any reward. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, stressed the importance of acting with pure intentions, regardless of the results. Applying this to how you interact with women means being kind and respectful without expecting anything in return. True kindness is selfless and doesn't carry hidden agendas. Many nice guys end up being overlooked because they're waiting for their kindness to be acknowledged and reciprocated, which rarely happens. Instead of just focusing on being nice, it's beneficial to cultivate other attributes that round out your personality. Confidence, assertiveness, and having a clear sense of purpose are attractive qualities that can enhance your kindness and boost your appeal. Imagine you have a colleague at work you admire and are interested in getting to know better. You frequently offer to assist with their workload, share useful resources, and invite them to join team outings. While your colleague may appreciate your support and friendliness, if you never express any personal interest or hint at wanting to spend time together outside of work, they may simply view you as a helpful coworker. However, if you pair your helpfulness with clear, confident signals of your interest, such as asking them out for a coffee or lunch, you open the door to potentially developing a more meaningful relationship. In essence, niceness is a great initial step and can open numerous doors, but it isn't the key to a woman's heart if you expect a reward. Adopt the Stoic philosophy of acting virtuously for its own sake and concentrate on becoming a well-rounded individual. By doing so, your kindness will be truly genuine, and you'll be better positioned to build meaningful and fulfilling relationships. Number 2, don't mask your true self. Nice guys often hide their true selves around women, which goes against Stoic principles. Stoicism encourages living in harmony with your authentic self. Think about how you are with your friends, energetic, confident, sharing your passions, joking around, and enjoying the moment. This authenticity is appealing. Yet many nice guys transform dramatically around someone they're attracted to. They overdo the good guy persona, shying away from anything that might seem bold or self-interested. This well-meaning shift typically backfires. Women often sense when someone isn't being genuine. They aren't drawn to someone who hides their true personality, acts too timidly, or tries too hard to please. Women are attracted to authenticity. They want to interact with someone who has interesting things to say, who can share a laugh, and who isn't afraid to be themselves. Consider the last time you were out with friends, where conversations flowed naturally. You joked, shared your thoughts freely, and didn't worry about impressing anyone. Contrast this with a date where you felt compelled to agree with everything the other person said, or hesitated to share your interests for fear they wouldn't find them appealing. The latter scenario is exhausting and unsustainable. Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic philosopher, advises in his Meditations to stay true to ourselves and avoid pretense. He writes, "Never esteem anything as an advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect." This principle is crucial in all aspects of life, including relationships. When you conceal your true self, you not only lose self-respect, but also lay a foundation of any potential relationship with dishonesty. So, rather than trying to fit a particular image, just be yourself. If she doesn't appreciate you for who you are, then it likely wasn't meant to be. However, you're more likely to attract attention and form genuine connections when you stop suppressing your personality. Embrace your uniqueness, adhere to your principles, and let your authentic self shine. This approach isn't just more appealing, it's also more sustainable and fulfilling over the long term. Number 3, don't wait for opportunity. Do you often find yourself letting her call the shots? Are you hanging around, hoping your crush will spot you and take the first step? It's a trap many good-hearted guys fall into. They pour their hearts into someone they admire and then just wait, wishing she would make a move. But here's the thing. Most women like a man who steps up. If you've got your eye on someone, you've got to be bold and direct. And let's be real. If you're always in the background, waiting for her to take the initiative, you might end up invisible. Confidence draws people in. When you show you're capable of leading the way, it speaks volumes about your strength and appeal. Imagine you have a crush on someone you see regularly at the gym. You often find yourself adjusting your workout schedule just to be around when they are. You hope that by being nearby, they'll notice you and strike up a conversation. But by waiting for them to make the first move, you're giving away your power and basing your happiness on their actions. This isn't just about dating, it's about taking charge of your life and your happiness. The Stoics believed in owning our actions and not leaving our fate to the whims of others. Don't just blend into the background in your relationships. Sitting on the sidelines won't get you far. Step up and take action. Even if it doesn't work out, you'll know you tried your best. The fear of rejection can hold you back, but doing nothing is worse. By making the first move, you show your interest and your readiness to chase what you want. Each time you step forward, you're building resilience and courage, key ingredients for personal growth. At a party, if you spot someone you like, don't hide in the corner hoping she'll approach you. Walk over confidently, introduce yourself, and strike up a conversation. This isn't about being pushy. It's about expressing genuine interest and taking charge of your own fate. The Stoics emphasized focusing on what we can control and releasing our grip on what we cannot. You have power over your actions and choices, but not over how others will react. By initiating action, you embody self-reliance and bravery, principles central to Stoic philosophy. This approach isn't just for romance. It applies to all life aspects. Each initiative you take bolsters your sense of agency and diminishes the anxiety linked with uncertainty. Even if things don't turn out as expected, the experience strengthens your commitment to live by your values. Don't forget, being a good person doesn't mean you have to be passive. So, don't just wait for opportunities. Create them. Demonstrate your interest, lead confidently, and live out the Stoic virtue of courage. Even if the results aren't ideal, you'll find satisfaction in knowing that you acted true to your principles and steered your own course. Stepping out of your comfort zone and pursuing bold actions are essential to living a life filled with integrity and courage, building a tougher, more enduring version of yourself each time you act intentionally. Number 4, try not to fall too quickly. Do you find yourself automatically drawn to every attractive woman you meet? This is a common issue, especially for nice guys, and it often leads to disappointment. Nice guys tend to dive in too quickly. Caught up in the thrill of meeting someone new and visually appealing, they commit before they truly understand who the person is. However, the reality is that most women might not be the right fit for you. When you're looking for a partner, it's probable that 99% of women won't mesh well with your personality. Yet, many men initially focus almost exclusively on physical appearance. This is a particular hazard for nice guys, as desperation can impair their judgment. When you're overly eager for a relationship, you're more likely to settle for anyone who comes your way. However, women often aren't drawn to men who fall in love too quickly. They encounter many men like this, so it doesn't stand out to them. Instead, women are attracted to men who keep a bit of distance, who aren't immediately swept away by their looks. These men avoid showering them with excessive compliments or doing endless favors. Rather than rushing to win her affection, they let women come to them. So, consider holding back a little. Don't assume someone is right for you just because they're physically attractive. They might not be worth pursuing. By differentiating between genuine romantic interest and mere physical attraction, you'll stand a better chance of forging real connections. Linking this to Stoic principles, the Stoics urge us to exercise self-control and remain wary of our first impressions. When you encounter someone attractive, it's all too easy to be overwhelmed by emotions and excitement. However, a Stoic would recommend taking a step back to thoughtfully assess the situation. Are your feelings for this person rooted in a genuine interest in who they are, or are you merely reacting to their physical appearance? For example, imagine meeting a woman at a party. She catches your eye immediately with her charm and presence. Instead of rushing to impress her with grand gestures or excessive flattery, try a different approach. Start a genuine conversation by asking about her interests, passions, and values. Listen attentively and share your own thoughts and experiences as well. By showing sincere curiosity about her as a person, rather than merely focusing on her appearance, you distinguish yourself from others who might come across as superficial. By taking your time and exercising self-control, you'll make wiser choices and cultivate healthier relationships. True attraction extends far beyond mere physical looks. It involves discovering someone who resonates with your values and who can accompany you on your path of personal development. Therefore, the next time you're initially captivated by someone's appearance, summon your inner Stoic and pause to reflect. This approach will guide you toward establishing deeper, more enduring connections. Number 5, don't just do everything right. Have you ever directly asked a woman what she wants in a partner? She might say she's looking for someone caring, who listens well, or is supportive. This can lead nice guys to shape themselves into this ideal guy, full of kindness and attention, the kind they think women want. But often, women don't fully express what they really want. They might leave out the need for sparks, fun, or a bit of a challenge, because these aren't things they can easily put into words. So, while you're doing everything right, like being a great listener or a super thoughtful friend, you might still miss that deeper bond that truly draws someone in. While kindness and sensitivity are appreciated, the spark of initial attraction is crucial. Women are often drawn to someone who can ignite romantic feelings, make them laugh, and exude intelligence and confidence. Picture a man who listens closely, remembers every detail, and is always there. These are great traits, but they might not necessarily spark attraction. Women look for more than just kindness. They seek excitement, a challenge, and a touch of unpredictability in their interactions. In Stoicism, being true to yourself and living in harmony with nature and reason is key. When it comes to relationships, don't just transform yourself into a list of traits you think will attract someone. Instead, embrace your true self. If you're naturally caring, let that be evident, but also showcase your passions, your humor, and your confidence. A Stoic believes that real virtue and authenticity are far more appealing than any act. Trying to meet someone else's perfect image can be draining and isn't sustainable. Rather than just listening and agreeing in conversations, speak your mind confidently. Show that you have your own ideas and aren't afraid to share them. This doesn't mean you should be rude or dismissive, but rather genuine and engaging. Laugh, joke around lightly, and inject fun into your interactions. When you show real interest and excitement, it demonstrates that you're secure in who you are. Women value a man who is at ease with himself, one who doesn't just aim to please but also brings excitement and challenge to the table. Instead of rigidly following a checklist of traits, concentrate on fostering a real connection and romantic excitement. Your best attributes shine brightest when there's an existing attraction, allowing her to truly appreciate who you are in a romantic context. Remember, a true Stoic man knows himself and is confident, not just a nice guy checking off boxes. If you've followed along this far and are still engaged, I encourage you to pause and comment below with "Stop being nice." This simple phrase shows you really connect with what we've been discussing. Your involvement is invaluable and reflects your dedication to personal growth. Now, let's continue our journey and dive deeper together. Number 6, don't prioritize money first. Do you think flaunting your wealth makes you more appealing to women? While financial stability is attractive, simply showing off your money won't secure genuine affection. Take your fancy car, for instance. Most women aren't swayed by what you drive. They care more about who you are when you exit that car. A luxury vehicle doesn't magically make a nice guy into a confident partner. In Stoic philosophy, real confidence and self-worth are derived from within, not from what you own. Marcus Aurelius once noted, The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. This suggests that your character and how you present yourself are more powerful than any material wealth. Confidence, humility, and self-respect hold more weight than any ostentatious display of riches. Imagine two scenarios of meeting new friends at a party. In the first scenario, you arrive in an expensive outfit, constantly talk about your high-paying job, luxurious vacations, and the elite people you know. You dominate the conversation, rarely letting others share their stories or opinions. In the second scenario, you dress stylishly but not extravagantly. Share a few interesting stories about yourself, and then spend most of the time asking others about their interests, experiences, and viewpoints. You listen actively, show empathy, and make people feel valued and understood. Which scenario do you think will help you build more meaningful and lasting friendships? Relying on your wealth to attract others can have negative consequences. People will see through it, and it won't reflect well on you. Women can sense when you're trying to purchase their affection, which can appear insincere and shallow. Real connections are built on who you are as a person, not the size of your bank account. Instead of leaning on your wealth, work on cultivating inner virtues like integrity, kindness, and resilience. These traits form the real foundation of attractiveness and can help you establish genuine, lasting relationships. So forget about flaunting designer labels and boasting about your assets. Embrace the Stoic belief that your true value comes from who you are, not what you own. By focusing on personal growth rather than material gains, you'll not only become more appealing to others, but also achieve greater satisfaction and peace in your life. Number 7. Don't wait for recognition. Do you regularly inform others that you're a kind person? This is a common mistake nice guys make. They want others to recognize and value their niceness, to see them as different from the bad guys. However, bragging about being nice actually works against you. Truly nice men don't announce their niceness. They don't seek validation or rewards for their behavior. So, don't be disappointed if women don't praise your niceness. If you choose to be nice, do it because it's the right thing to do, not to get something in return. The Stoics advocated doing good purely for its own sake, not for external rewards. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, taught that we should concentrate on what we can control, our actions and attitudes, rather than on others' reactions. Seeking constant applause or approval means placing your happiness in others' hands, which is exactly what the Stoics warned against. Imagine you volunteer at a local community center every weekend, spending hours mentoring underprivileged children and helping them with their studies. You hope for gratitude from the kids or acknowledgement from the community center staff. But what if that gratitude never comes? If your motivation for volunteering was to receive praise and recognition, you might feel disheartened and undervalued. However, if you volunteered because you genuinely wanted to make a positive impact in these children's lives and believed in the importance of your contribution, the lack of recognition wouldn't affect your sense of fulfillment and purpose. This also holds true in how you interact with women. If you're nice to a woman, hoping she'll see you as better than other men, or expecting her to reward you with attention and affection, you're likely setting yourself up for disappointment. True kindness stems from strength and self-assurance, not a craving for validation. Consider Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, who taught himself to do good without expecting anything in return. He wrote, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." His words remind us that life is short, and we should focus on being good for its own sake, not for the sake of recognition. To incorporate this into your daily life, begin by examining your motives. Whenever you do something nice, question why you're doing it. Is it because you truly want to help, or are you hoping for something in return? Cultivate selflessness by performing kind acts without seeking recognition. Let your actions stand on their own merit. This practice will not only make your kindness more genuine, but also enrich your character and relationships. For instance, when you're on a date, avoid keeping score of how often you've paid for dinner or performed kind gestures in hopes of a reward. Instead, savor the moment and concentrate on being present and authentic. Over time, this approach will not only align with Stoic principles, but will also foster genuine confidence and self-respect. Remember, the core of Stoicism is about developing a virtuous character and living in harmony with nature, by acting kindly without looking for applause. You liberate yourself from the need for external validation and embrace the profound strength of inner peace and integrity. Number 8. Avoid overextending yourself with favors. Do you frequently find yourself agreeing to anything a girl wants? Are you quick to lend a hand, even if it causes you some inconvenience? This is a common pitfall for nice guys. They seek attention and validation, believing that by doing favors, they'll showcase their worth and gain affection. However, this strategy often backfires. Constantly doing favors doesn't strengthen your appeal. Instead, it may make you seem desperate and underappreciated. Stoicism highlights the importance of self-respect and maintaining personal boundaries. A Stoic man knows that his value doesn't hinge on how many favors he performs. True respect and affection are garnered through one's character, integrity, and mental strength. Confident, self-respecting men don't depend on favors to attract affection. They set clear personal boundaries and adhere to them, recognizing the worth of their time and energy. Let's consider a scenario with two friends, Alex and John, to illustrate this point better. Alex is always available for his girlfriend, Sarah. Whenever she needs something, no matter what he's doing, Alex is ready to jump in and help, running errands, fixing things at her place, or even canceling his own plans to be with her. Initially, Sarah appreciates Alex's eagerness to assist, but as time passes, she begins to take his availability for granted. She doesn't view Alex as a confident, self-respecting individual, but rather as someone constantly at her disposal. On the other hand, there's John. John is equally kind and helpful, but he maintains a balance. He has his own priorities and respects his time. When Sarah asks him for a favor, John considers whether he can assist without neglecting his own commitments. If it's not feasible, he politely declines, suggesting another time when he might be able to help. Sarah respects John for his ability to set boundaries and value his own time, seeing him as someone who respects himself. Interestingly, the ability to say no can actually enhance a relationship. When you respect your own time and maintain your boundaries, others are likely to respect you more too. It signifies that you value your self-worth and are not open to being taken advantage of. If you don't value your own time and respect yourself, it's unrealistic to expect others to do so. In line with Stoic principles, it's important to remember that your primary duty is to yourself. This doesn't mean being selfish. Rather, it means recognizing that your well-being and self-respect should come first. By upholding your boundaries and valuing your time, you strengthen your character, becoming a more confident and resilient individual. This not only boosts your self-esteem, but also positively influences how people view and regard you. So, The next time you're tempted to automatically say yes to every request, take a moment to pause and reflect on whether it's truly in your best interest. By practicing this small, yet significant act of self-respect, you'll discover that not only do your relationships improve, but so does your overall sense of self. This simple change can make a profound difference in how you interact with others and how you feel about yourself. Number 9. Don't shy away from relationship games. Nice guys often avoid playing games in relationships, believing that straightforward honesty should suffice. They tend to dismiss the subtle maneuvers and tests that frequently happen between partners, viewing them as unnecessary or even dishonest. However, these interactions, often labeled as games, are crucial for creating romantic tension and excitement. Both men and women participate in these behaviors, which are vital for building sexual chemistry and deepening attraction. From a Stoic viewpoint, it's important to recognize that while honesty and integrity are fundamental virtues, handling the intricacies of human relationships often demands a more nuanced approach. At the beginning of any relationship, whether casual or serious, there tends to be a bit of a dance. Each person attempts to gauge the other's interest without revealing too much too soon. This dynamic, though it may resemble a game, has a practical purpose in assessing compatibility and mutual interest. Imagine John, a straightforward man, who meets Emma and immediately shares his feelings and intentions, hoping for transparency in return. However, Emma, like many, relishes the gradual process of getting to know someone. She values the subtle cues and the unfolding excitement that comes with time. John's direct approach, while honest, strips away the mystery and intrigue that often fuel initial attraction, potentially dampening the excitement and depth of their budding relationship. This scenario highlights how differing expectations and approaches to communication can impact the dynamics between two people. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of balance and moderation. It's essential to be genuine and true to oneself, but understanding the social dynamics at play can lead to deeper and more meaningful connections. By avoiding the aspect of romantic games, nice guys like John may inadvertently miss out on potential relationships. The intention isn't to encourage deceit or manipulation. Rather, it's about acknowledging and respecting the natural flow of human interaction. This understanding can enhance relationships by aligning with the subtle, often unspoken rules of engagement that help foster attraction and connection. To avoid being perceived as dull or overly predictable, it's beneficial to engage with the subtle complexities of dating. Participate in playful banter, relish the gradual revelation of mutual interest, and let the relationship develop its own unique rhythm. This approach doesn't compromise your integrity. Rather, it enriches your capacity to forge deeper connections. While straightforward interactions from the start might seem ideal, a complete absence of mystery can lead to a lack of excitement. Embrace the nuanced dance of dating, balancing honesty with the realization that a certain amount of playfulness and strategy is inherent to human interactions. By doing this, you not only enhance your romantic prospects, but also cultivate a richer, more fulfilling relationship with your partner. Number 10. The issue with making excuses. Wondering why women might not be drawn to you? Nice guys often list reasons like, "I'm too short," "I'm too skinny," or "I'm not good looking enough." However, these are misconceptions. Men of all shapes, sizes, and appearances find success in relationships. Blaming physical attributes is an easy way out, a means of shifting responsibility so it appears you have no control over your dating life. But the truth is, your ability to attract women is more about your self-perception and confidence than any physical characteristic. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. While your height, build, or looks are largely fixed, you can control your attitude, your confidence, and how you present yourself to the world. True attractiveness lies not in altering your physical traits, but in mastering these controllable aspects of your life. Imagine a man who doesn't match the conventional standards of attractiveness, but carries himself with unmistakable confidence and assurance. He enters a room with his head high, engages others with real interest, and refuses to let perceived shortcomings govern his interactions. This type of confidence is magnetic, attracting people, including women, to him. Rather than using your appearance as an excuse, focus on building your confidence. This involves confronting your fears, countering negative self-talk, and stepping outside your comfort zone. Invest in self-care, cultivate your interests, and strive to be the best version of yourself. By doing this, you'll naturally become more attractive, not because of any physical transformation, but due to the inner strength and confidence you radiate. Remember, Stoicism shows us the importance of growing our virtues. By boosting your confidence and how you see yourself, you don't just become more appealing to women, but you also become tougher and more steadfast. So, drop the excuses, accept yourself as you are, and focus on what you can change. This journey of self-betterment is how you draw in the right folks into your life. As we wrap up today, let's think about our talk on the downsides of always being the nice guy in relationships. We've learned from ancient Stoicism that virtues like wisdom and fairness are crucial. Just being nice, while good, often doesn't lead to the romantic results many hope for. Stoicism respects kindness, but urges us to act virtuously without expecting anything in return. This approach encourages us to be true to ourselves, showing that realness and balance, not just a nice front, are what really earn respect and build deep connections. If today's discussion about mixing real kindness with Stoic ideas has struck a chord with you, make sure to like this video and share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. Don't forget to watch the recommended videos popping up on your screen for more on using Stoic wisdom in daily life. Your engagement helps our community grow and keeps us bringing you valuable insights. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more ways to forge deeper and more meaningful relationships.